what it is. All around the world, world news, politics. Politics and world news, that's what it is. Politics and world news. Copenhagen. It's a European heat wave. 2,000 people died standing in the sun rays. It ain't no shade under the tall buildings. Silicon Valley, Nvidia reached 4 trillion. It's more video games for poor children. No more manufacturing jobs to earn a living. Mossberg pump, who shot the sheriff? Cause President Trump handing out double-digit tariffs. Taxing. Politics and world news. Politics and world news. That's what it is. All around the world, world news, politics. Politics and world news. That's what it is. Politics and world news. Politics and world news. Politics and world news. That's what it is. All around the world, world news, politics. Politics and world news. That's what it is. Politics and world news. Politics and world news. Hakalugi spit, get locked up in Egypt for supporting the Gaza Strip. I ain't need a degree to get a tech job. I use artificial intelligence to stick and rob. United States, China, and Japan, nothing but conflict, Israel and Iran. This is the cancer that Big Tobacco gave to me. They can remember the Holocaust, but not slavery. Your butt got locked in a police station, in solitary confinement, poverty and isolation. It's time to fight for your rights. All eyes on me like the world news tonight. President Trump put a travel ban on Africa, Ukraine, India, Pakistan. It's a massacre. Elon Musk is the richest man in the world, but they closing down schools for little boys and the girls. Politics and world news. Politics and world news. Politics and world news. That's what it is. All around the world, world news, politics. Politics and world news. That's what it is. Politics and world news. Politics and world news. Politics and world news. That's what it is. Politics and world news. That's what it is. All around the world, world news, politics. Politics and world news. That's what it is. Politics and world news. That's what it is. Politics and world news. That's what it is. All around the world, world news, politics. Politics and world news. Politics. Politics and world news. Politics. CBO to automatic politics and world news. June 2025. News. Power to the people. Politics and world news.
Imagine having a comprehensive suite of features right at your fingertips, designed to empower brokers, agents, and admin professionals.
It's a popular retirement community in Florida. The rule, you have to be 55 and older to live there. But this 28-year-old calls it home and doesn't want to move. As Allison Hall reports, the board is now voting to determine her fate.
It's a beautiful village of 155 homes, with one catch. You have to be at least 55 years old. Now some residents want this woman out, saying she's just too young to live there.
I'm 100% being forced out.
Bethany Michelle's father, Paul, bought a home in Freedom at Arbor Mill in Jacksonville, Florida in 2019. She moved in to care for the ailing vet when he took a turn for the worse.
He was a really high-risk patient. He was terminally ill. He was on dialysis.
Her dad died in 2023, and in his will, he bequeathed her the house. Weeks later, she says the Homeowners Association sent her this document, stating each occupied home shall at all times be occupied by at least one person 55 years of age or older. Bethany is 28. The Homeowners Association held a special meeting to decide what to do.
I didn't buy here to put up with people under 55. We all bought here for peace and quiet to enjoy the better days of our life.
There were also residents supporting Bethany.
This person has not given us one moment heartburn. I don't even know she's here.
Then the vote was taken, and the board voted 5-0. Bethany has to go.
It's time for her to leave.
74-year-old Teresa Beaver lives on the same street as Bethany. Her daughter Jessica wonders why Bethany wants to live here.
I don't understand personally why a 28-year-old would want to live with people that are over 55. Just doesn't make sense to me.
I have a right and every right to stay in my home.
The board voted to hire an attorney to force Bethany out. Now, all 155 homeowners must cough up $1,000 each to pay the legal bill, and that, ironically, includes Bethany herself.
Orcas caught on camera leaping out of the water, hunting dolphins. Action News 8 reporter Jasmine T. Charnett has more.
Oh, there we go. We got him. Whoa!
He says most whale watchers that come out on a regular basis come 15 to 20 times a year to witness that one event. So that's the big thing.
Sunday morning started like any other whale-watching trip for sanctuary cruises out of Moss Landing, until Captain Joey Stagnero spotted a pod of killer whales closing in on a group of dolphins.
I immediately called the owner of the boat. I said, get out here. This is unreal. And he did. And we got a lot of happy tourists here in the Monterey Bay.
With camera in hand, owner Mike Sack and naturalist Luke Kilpatrick captured the moment the hunt exploded to the surface as multi-ton orcas burst out the water in pursuit and to play with their prey.
By far one of the top, moments. I mean, I've been out here doing the whale watching for 18 or so years, and yeah, it was right up there.
What you see on the camera is half of what we actually saw. Sunday was amazing. Sunday was great. I've never seen them throw whales up that high. Like, the whale was up higher than the boat. It was insane.
The orcas were back again on Monday, giving experts another close-up look at how these predators hunt.
It's because they're reaching a top burst speed of around 30 miles an hour, coming up from underneath, and then trying to ram to the dolphin to hit it as hard as they can to weaken it before the rest of the pod works to take it down.
Whoa! Hi!
While the scene can be a hard watch, biologists say it's a natural part of life in a healthy Monterey Bay ecosystem.
We were telling people it's nature. We have to accept it, but it doesn't mean you have to like it necessarily, because it is very difficult to watch. But it does play into a part how healthy Monterey Bay is.
While today's passengers didn't witness the same dramatic hunt, they were still reminded why every trip on the Monterey Bay is different.
Well, I've never seen this many humpback whales. So last time I was near the Channel Islands and we saw dolphins and a few whales in the distance, but there was just a lot of activity and a lot of breaching today.
For the handful of passengers who were there, it's a moment they won't forget.
Ever been a victim of identity theft? Don't be ashamed and know this. Look, I thought I'd never fall for anything online.
The video's been viewed and shared hundreds of thousands of times. You can see two adults and some children walking away from their table in a pretty nonchalant way. They apparently never even asked for a check. I'm News 6's Mike Valenti, your Orange County community correspondent, and now that viral video is part of an investigation by the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Based on what you saw, did it seem like their intention the whole time was not to pay?
100%.
100%,
I'm definitely not even on the fence about that.
Diane and her son Anthony own the restaurant called At the Diner.
How's everything, guys? Good? Awesome, man. Enjoy.
Last Sunday at the Universal Boulevard location, a table of 7 was in for brunch.
He's now eating food from somebody else's plate. I guess that's how much he enjoyed the food.
We can see the man and the kids all walk out. A minute or so later, the woman follows suit. But again,
They never asked for the check. They never got the check. The server was making drinks for another table.
But employees realized, wait, these people left a phone number at the hostess stand when they were waiting for a table.
We immediately start texting and calling. Ignore, until finally I said to them, I'm reporting it to the police and we're going to post this. Then we got a reaction, but the reaction was like, I don't care, you'll just make me more famous.
Then on Tuesday, the owners called the sheriff's office. The sheriff's office report includes a breakdown of everything they ordered when they sat down at one of these tables. 3 2-eggs combos, 1 loaded grits, 1 high chocolate stuffed waffle, and the list goes on and on. In the end, with gratuity included, cost came to $298.47. But get this, shortly after our interview wrapped up,
Maria, how are you?
Anthony told us the man and woman called to pay over the phone.
Yes, I paid the bill, yes.
And we were able to get a hold of this man who insisted he wanted to do a Zoom and publicly apologize for bailing on the check. I'll send you right now. Okay, bye.
Still waiting.
But he ended up bailing on us.
Why do you think that video resonated with so many people and circulated so widely and quickly as it did?
Can I be honest? I honestly think the reason for it is because of they did this with children.
On top of having the bill paid, Diane and Anthony also want a public apology. We'll see if they get one. I'm your Orange County community correspondent, Mike Valenti, News 6.
It is my opinion that this is the latest in a series of attempts to liquidate the leadership of the Black Panther Party. I think this is a calculated plan that has been carried out.
Is Oakland in the house without a doubt. I'm the rapper with clout, everybody rap about. CB auto automatic, I'm from Oakland, California. That's a hate-filled ghetto. Brother standing on the corner running from the police. We can't get no peace, living in these cold streets. Hope you got your pistol piece, cause we drilling shit. Hyper militant, thought I told you. Oakland, California, 28th and Magnolia. This the shakedown, who got this state crown? OPD will have you ass up and face down. That's routine, standard police procedure. Rest in peace, Lil Bobby Hood, Eldridge Cleaver. Enough said, cold red, see the po-po. That's an invitation to bloodshed. They got me standing on the front line. 17-year-old black kid shot 150 times. We stay open like canned goods. Growing up in East Oakland, I had to fight for my manhood. Sleeping on them dirty, pissy mattresses. Taking over the ghetto with 300 black activists. Headed towards downtown Oakland, now they all shook. Hop out with a pistol and a logbook, cause we want justice. Oakland, California, boy, you can't touch this.
A house down. They said he'd come out with a gun, and they had floodlights on the place. If he'd had a gun, they'd have shot him on the front steps. And his body was down, and the fire trucks come along. They washed the blood away, of course. But they literally murdered Bobby Hutton and shot and wounded Eldridge Cleaver and Warren, these other men. This is what the police department has done after they set the house on fire. The fire department set the house on fire, put tear gas in the place, etc., shot the place all up. Fellows came out of the place with their hands in the air.
At the University of Redlands, we won't ask if you have what it takes to make a difference. We already know you do, because you are relentless to your roots. And from day one, we'll help you prove it through community service learning and hands-on training in your field. Here, our over 70 in-person and online programs won't just prepare you for your career. You'll gain the skills and experience you need to improve your world. So, if you're ready to make a difference, we're ready for you. Join a community committed to action at redlands.edu.
All right, it's a video that went viral where a man is seen using a racial slur. The man, an owner of a local taco restaurant.
Sophia Hernandez joins us live outside of that business with more on this. Sophia?
Yeah, Jackie, we are here outside of Taco Rico West Kendall. One of the owners of this specific restaurant was seen in a video that was taken after the World Cup final, and what appears to be a conversation about soccer quickly turns into something more.
Right here. New York.
A video posted to Only in Dade captured part of the interaction. You see this man talking with a group of Argentina fans after the World Cup final. You then see this woman push the man. Moments later, the man in the green shirt chants while you hear a voice say, moments after that, this man is heard saying a racist remark to the black male.
Oh, y'all heard that?
All while his partner continually puts her hand over his mouth. This man is the owner of the Taco Rico in West Kendall. The couple appears to have deleted all personal and professional social media accounts. Only in Dade posted this subsequent video of the black male being apprehended by Miami Beach police. Police telling NBC6 they briefly detained this streamer known as Mike from Florida.
Not here. Why? Not here.
He's known for prank-like videos approaching unsuspecting people. And that's what this customer from Taco Rico told us he sees in the video.
The YouTuber or whatever influencer that he was kind of like getting people agitated or kind of get a response from them.
And he did?
Miami Beach police told us that in speaking with both parties and hearing their accounts, officers instructed everyone to end the confrontation. Officers further stated they had not yet seen the video of the incident and were unaware that any physical contact had occurred. The owner, Renee Sagini, released a statement this afternoon, writing in part, "I used a racist and hurtful slur, and there is no excuse for it. I am deeply sorry, and I owe a direct apology to the Black community, who I hurt with my words, along with everyone else who was rightly harmed by my poor actions. That language is wrong, it does not reflect who I want to be, and I take full responsibility for it." The franchise Taco Rico also posted several statements, the latest calling the language indefensible and saying they will be conducting a formal review of the West Kendall location to assess the franchisee's continued fitness to operate under their brand. Other Taco Rico restaurants also chimed in, the one in Cutler Bay posting this statement, and the owner of the Taco Rico in Homestead posting a video to social media late Monday night.
It's taken a long time for us to, build what we have built on the reviews, and now we're just getting hammered, on the actual reviews on them being negative. You know what I mean? That's something that had nothing to do with us.
Tato Gonzalez says his store opened 2 years ago and has had numerous accolades and positive reviews, and the behavior seen in the viral post is not one he tolerates at his establishment.
Everybody's treated the same. My son and everybody, nobody here is better than anybody. So, what happened, getting back to that, what happened, at the moment when I saw the video was very disturbing, and I didn't know how the situation, how much it was going to blow up. But obviously, when things go viral nowadays, it's kind of, it's hurting all of us.
And Gonzalez, as well as the other Taco Rico franchisees, want customers to know that the various establishments have different ownership. This one here in West Kendall is the only Taco Rico that is owned by Renee Sagini, and he says that he is committed to anti-racism education and earning back the trust that he has broken. Reporting live in West Kendall, Sophia Hernandez, NBC6 News.
Get creative with wristbands that amplify your brand, energize your mission, and showcase what truly matters. Jump in and design yours now at wristbandbros.com.
The old-timer who slapped a young baseball fan for not standing for the national anthem is speaking out today exclusively to Inside Edition. It happened at a Cubs game in Chicago. Bob Chavez, a Vietnam vet, chastised the young dude sitting in front of him.
I was telling him, please stand up, have some respect.
And when he stays seated, boom, Chavez smacks him on the back of the head. The guy looks stunned, but he stands. Other fans speak up in his defense, but Chavez is unrepentant. He snarls back at them. Now, social media is lighting up with both praise and condemnation. Absolute Patriot goes one comment. Grandpa knocked some sense into him goes another. But then there's this. That's assault. As much as I agree with the older gentleman, we don't hit other people.
Maybe it could have been like a, hey, bud, stand up kind of situation.
When you look back at the video, the clip that it does show, and you see yourself hitting that kid, do you wish in any way you could take it back?
Oh, yes, definitely. I wish I could. Because, even though I fought in Vietnam and I had buddies killed, we fight for the rights of the people, and that's one of his rights. Then later on, during the game, next thing you know, he's buying me a beer. We talked. We shook hands. I overreacted. I could have handled it better. I wish I would have. But my feelings are still the same. People should stand.
A Secret Service agent's disturbing, now not so secret behavior. He was assigned to protect President Trump, part of his detail. But cops say they found him drunk, and that's not all. We should warn you, some may find the details upsetting. Here's Anne Mercogliano.
It's body cam video of a Secret Service agent in handcuffs. The agent, John Spillman, was arrested at a Miami hotel accused of indecent exposure. Cops were called to the hotel by female guests who say the agent exposed himself and followed them to their room.
I'm Secret Service. That's all Secret Service.
Spillman was a member of the Secret Service detail assigned to protect the president at a PGA golf tournament being held at Trump National Golf Course Doral on May 3rd.
No. Stand up.
The disturbing incident happened the next day, but the video has just been obtained by TV station WSVN. Spillman has pled not guilty and is now on administrative leave. Meanwhile, we're getting a preview of tonight's White House Correspondents' Dinner from mentalist Oz Perlman. He was scheduled to perform at the dinner back in April when it was interrupted by gunfire.
You were actually interacting with the press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, when the commotion, we heard the shots fired. What was going through your mind the moment you hit the floor?
Honestly, pure fear and panic. In that moment, I was scared for my life.
The president will give a speech roasting the press, and we've learned that he'll be using one-liners written by controversial comic Tony Hinchcliffe.
The American dream alive and well right here.
Among the reported jokes, surprise, surprise, zingers aimed at CNN. Find affordable health insurance plans. Lowest prices, easiest process. Get your free quote now.
AI needs a human touch to keep it on track. N8N lets you easily add guardrails, so you can check on your agents and step in if necessary. We prefer a human in the loop to an agent on the loose. N8N, safer AI automation.
Alert on the case.
The women report.
That dramatic moment caught on camera in court today when a suspect passed out in the middle of his arraignment. He's typically dressed as a mime, prosecutors say. He is the man in these photos, they claim. He's accused of harassing several women on the rail trail in Natick. Only on Boston 25 News, reporter Carly Dion headed inside the courtroom.
Photos like this surfacing on social media of a man identified as 29-year-old Hernan Villagran Lux, seen walking in public areas like the Coquitchuit Rail Trail and State Park. Lux, arrested by Massachusetts State Police Sunday night, appearing in Framingham District Court Monday morning.
Necesito que me otorguen un abogado. Routinely runs around the park in nothing but underwear and socks.
As Framingham District Court Supervisor Andrew Mange reads the facts of the case against Hernan Villagran Lux, the defendant passes out in the courtroom. Court documents show he repeatedly harassed 3 young female DCR workers at the Coquitchuit State Park.
The women report an extensive number of contacts with the defendant involving him staring at them, smiling in what they describe as, I'll quote, a really unnerving and frankly terrifying manner.
According to Mange, one of the women reported more than 50 encounters with him, situations they say became increasingly bold and invasive. Mange describing one situation where he
stripped down to his underwear, slathered cooking oil all over his body, and began working out right by their staff area.
And many incidents where the defendant refused to leave the park. A number of people who live in the area say they've seen him walking before.
I spotted him. He looked kind of odd, but I thought he was just dressed in a costume.
I just don't understand, what goes through someone's head to do that.
They say the rail trail is typically a safe area, but these reports are unsettling.
You don't think about someone like that running around doing those kinds of terrible things to people.
Oh, it's kind of upsetting, especially if you're walking alone.
When court resumed later this afternoon, the judge ordered Lux to a mental health evaluation. When court resumed later this afternoon, the judge ordered Lux to a mental health evaluation at Bridgewater State Hospital. In Natick, Carly Dion for your local station, Boston 25 News.
CBO, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Diamonds. I get it. International.
I get it. This is for my soldiers living in the projects like UEP, Newton, I be busting my tech. Cause there's too many prisons and not enough jobs. And that's why when I was young I had to stick and rob. So when you see me with a chick to get it, making a stallion, just know I'm from the hood where the gangsters black and Italian. My Chinese homies from the Asian islands used to buy weed from Mexican, no it's shrimp and scallions. My white homies ain't government cheese. They from the same hood where we be rocking Camry fatigue. I get it. Iced out medallions and belt buckles. Mouth full of gold teeth and pinky rings. The blacker the berry game, the sweeter the juice. The brighter the diamond shining, the more she get loose. And I know the president be sending in the troops, trying to stop what I'm saying, cause I'm speaking the truth. I get it.
Ain't that what we're supposed to do?
I get it, I get it.
I'm going to change the world. But I get it, I get it. Spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job. Is to spark somebody else watching.
I get it.
We might not be smart, but let's not be selfish. And because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should. I don't know how to do it, but I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody gonna clean it up. For late night, VX in the trays, my days tainted. Hercules verse, premeditated pain language. Premium poetry, street hop, we outside. Fuck checking in, I split you like apartheid. Tablet of the 223s, this is target work. Big trouble in Jack London, we make the tire skirt. Waterlogged shitting on whole camps. Catch me in the hookah lounge, puffing on hash. Watching the news channel, round table tyrant. Month general planning battalions. Non-affiliates don't come around here. Lines is colder than Christmas carols. This apparel, bullet and fireproof, courtesy of liquor barrel. Doing everything that we want. Road and watching South Park, sparking with boss somewhere in Fremont. Camouflage jacket season is upon us. To all the spot runners, top gunners, trying to pop something.
I get it, I get it, I get it. I get it, I get it, I get it. I get it, I get it. I get it, I get it, I get it. I get it. I get it, I get it, I get it. I get it, I get it, I get it. I get it. I get it, I get it, I get it. I get it. I get it, I get it, I get it.
Somebody gonna clean it up.
I get it.
I get it. I get it. Somebody gonna clean it up. I get it.
Without Bold Trail, I don't know how we would do what we do as a brokerage with all the insights and data that Bold Trail provides to us. We can really see who's logging in, who's using the system, who's following up with leads. So we can sign up with multiple MLSs. We can have different offices within Bold Trail, which is really unique. Each office can independently route leads. Each team can independently route leads, manage their team, manage their agents in their offices independently. Just that ability to provide tools that are adaptable to different marketplaces. And I don't know another system that does that.
If you got hit, even if you were not driving, you need to try this.
Because if you were in a car accident in the last year, you could be owed a large cash payment and not even know it. Even if you weren't driving, all you have to do is click the link in this video, answer 5 simple questions about your accident, and see if you have a case that could be worth money, like this, or even like this. If the accident wasn't your fault and it happened in the last 12 months, you could be owed a lot more than you think. And this doesn't just apply to drivers. If you were a passenger in an Uber, walking, riding a bike, or on a motorcycle, you may still qualify. Most people never check, and insurance companies are hoping you don't. So, don't skip this. Click the link and see what your case could be worth. People all over the country have already received checks for tens of thousands and sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they did it without going to court. That's because there's money already set aside for accidents like these. For example, Stacy didn't think her accident was a big deal, but after checking, she ended up receiving $90,000.
Oh my God!
And if your accident wasn't your fault, you may be able to get money for time you missed at work, medical bills, pain and suffering, damage to your car, and you don't have to pay anything up front. You don't have to fight insurance companies, and you don't have to deal with lawyers trying to take advantage of you. Checking is easy. Just click the link and answer 5 quick questions. It takes about 30 seconds. Most people think, whatever the insurance company offers me is all I can get. That's not true. That's what Jessica thought too. The insurance company told her her injuries weren't worth much, even though her medical bills kept going up. Then she found auto relief assistance, and she ended up getting 5 times more than what the insurance company first offered. Her final settlement was $72,000. We got a settlement for $72,000.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
If you're even a little curious what your accident could be worth, click the link and check. Here's what happens next. Within minutes, an accident analyst in your local area will call you directly to review your accident. They'll determine right then and there if you have a case. And if you do, they handle everything for you. No chasing paperwork, no arguing with insurance companies, no out-of-pocket costs. You just sit back and wait to get paid. Some cases can even settle in just a few short months.
Look what came in today, $72,000. You heard that right? That's literally life-changing money for me. Just to be clear, I did not do anything special to get this check. I just followed a couple simple steps. All I know, I was injured in an accident that was not my fault, and I had insurance when it happened. So if that sounds like your situation, let me show you exactly what I did. I clicked on this site, I answered a few quick questions, and requested a free case evaluation. After I submitted, literally within 2 minutes, I was called by a case analyst in my area.
To see if your accident qualifies, click the link below and answer the 5 questions. Now, some people feel uncomfortable doing this. They don't want to cause problems. They worry it feels greedy. But this isn't about greed. If the accident wasn't your fault, you shouldn't be paying for it. Insurance companies will keep the money if you don't speak up. You have the right to see what you're owed. Now imagine what that money can do for you. $10,000, $50,000, or even $100,000. Bills paid, a safer car, less stress. That's what this is really about. One last thing you should know. There's a time limit on accident claims. In many cases, you only have about 12 months from the accident to take action. After that, the chance is gone. No reminders, no warnings. The insurance company keeps the money. So if your accident happened within the last year, don't wait. Click the link, answer 5 simple questions, and see what your case could be worth while you still can.
Well, good afternoon, and thanks for watching and streaming 11 Alive. I'm Ron Jones.
And I'm Faith Jossie, and we start with this today at 4. We're learning a lot more about a shooting that killed a 14-year-old and sent a 12-year-old to the hospital. The family says that the teen that was killed was like a nephew to Atlanta rapper 21 Savage, so very close there. Stockbridge police saying that this happened on Lakeview Place off of Interstate 75. This was Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, the victim's family spoke exclusively with 11 Alive Chase House, sharing what happened and how they believe the 14-year-old got access to a gun.
The family of 7 Shirley and his sister Lyric are going through the unimaginable. They say 7 took his own life after accidentally shooting his sister in the neck Wednesday afternoon. He was 14 years old.
Just that fast, the boy had made the decision to kill himself. He probably sat up there and thought, I'm finna go to jail. They gonna ridicule me. Everybody gonna be doing this, that. And he couldn't take it.
Sharon Smith is 7's grandmother. She's been raising him since he was 11 months old.
It wasn't nothing in this world he wouldn't do for me. He would say, Grandma, sit down in this chair right here. And he'll push me wherever. I'll be so glad because I be hurting so bad. He'll push me wherever I want to go.
The one big question still remains. What was he doing with that gun? I mean, talk to me about that.
We don't know. We don't know. Something needs to be done with the person holding that gun, because if you would have never bought that gun, this would have never happened.
And the story doesn't stop there. Smith says 7's cousin is DeMarcus Shirley. He was the 13-year-old killed during a drive-by shooting while staying the night with friends in DeKalb County earlier this month. The family says Lyric has undergone 3 surgeries on her neck and on her vocal cords. As for when she'll be home, the family isn't sure. In Stockbridge, Chase Howell, 11 Alive News.
Yeah, just a tragedy there. Now, according to Chase, 7's grandmother says that his friends told her he bought the gun on the street for $200. From who? She doesn't know.
I've worked with artists like Mary J. Blige, the Notorious B.I.G., Aretha Franklin, Sting, Jennifer Lopez, Destiny's Child, and many more. One of the more humorous behind the scenes moments for me was working with the Notorious B.I.G. and we needed a bit of a sound effect of him falling on the floor, and we couldn't find a sound effect that sounded realistic. So we turned off the lights and we come to the end of the song, and then boom, he fell on the floor. It was better than we could have ever thought. It's a classic part of his album, Ready to Die. My name is Prince Charles Alexander. I teach a few courses here at Berkeley Online. How can I see if someone has that drive or that talent? We all have it. We all have something that can make a connection.
Right now at 11, chaotic and frightening moments at a senior living home in Fremont. A hostage situation that ended with a police shooting that left the armed suspect dead. Officers are still at the home at this late hour as that investigation moves forward.
NBC Bay Area's Pete Serratos is live in Fremont. And Pete, this has left a lot of people shaken. People who live and work there still processing what happened.
Yeah, and police are still on the scene here outside of Aegis Living here in Fremont following that shooting at the facility. And now families are focused on helping loved ones recover from a traumatic afternoon.
It was extremely scary. It was very unnerving. It was surreal.
Joanne Schwab was visiting her 101-year-old mother when she says police suddenly rushed into the building.
I heard sirens and just a barrage of officers with their guns drawn, their handguns and their rifles.
A short time later, she says she heard gunshots.
I heard pow, 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 pow. And so I picked up pace and we went next door.
Fremont police say they were called here this afternoon after reports of an armed man inside the senior living community.
The calls indicated that a suspect was on scene, armed with a firearm and with a duffel bag.
Police say the suspect was holding two people hostage in a meeting room. When officers made contact with him, shots were fired. The suspect was taken to a hospital where he later died. Police say no officers were hurt. Aegis Living says no staff, residents, or family members were injured. The facility says the man arrived after a family dispute, though police say they are not yet able to confirm that.
I have no information on that at this time.
Anthony Genberg had just arrived to take his mother to dinner when he learned what had happened.
To be at a senior center where these people are living the last part of their life, that's the hard part about it.
Aegis Living says it is offering trauma counseling to residents, family, and staff. For Joanne, the biggest concern now is her mother.
My mother is laying in a little fetal position, all curled up in her bed. And to me, it doesn't happen very often.
Okay, so the California DOJ will take over this investigation moving forward, and Fremont PD says there is no ongoing threat to the community. We're live here in Fremont. Pete Serratos, NBC Bay Area News.
AI is a risk to your business without the proper guardrails. N8N has them all built in. Keep an eye on your agents and step in if necessary. When you need to trust what you ship, we prefer a human in the loop to an agent on the loose.
Pawleys Island Community Church and Pawleys Island Christian Academy is a church and a school by license and definition located at 10304 Ocean Highway in the unincorporated area of Georgetown County, also in the Pawleys Island area of South Carolina. Warren Perry, the convicted sex offender, provided services there as a custodian. A concerned citizen made everyone aware of his activities being around children at Pawleys Island Christian Academy after she viewed Mr. Perry on the sex offender registry. At that point, he is a known sex offender and was found to be in close proximity of children at the Pawleys Island Christian Academy. This information was brought to our attention, and we verbally interviewed church officials last Sunday, July 12th. At that time, the church leadership stated that Warren Perry did volunteer at the church 7 days a week, and the church has taken measures to ensure that he is not allowed around children. Information was later obtained that that statement given to us by church leadership was simply not true. Don Williams is the past pastor and owner-operator of Pawleys Island Community Church and Pawleys Island Christian Academy. Jenny Williams is the wife to Pastor Don Williams. She is also found in the hierarchy line of decision-making, not only for the church, but the school, and she's paid by the church for her services daily. Nikki Howard. She is director of the Pawleys Island Christian Academy. Our investigation began last week in statements from teachers, parents, church members, and officials associated with the church and PICA, Pawleys Island Christian Academy. A review of records obtained through search warrants. That's been done since last week. A review of recorded statements given by then pastor last Tuesday after Warren's role at the school was challenged. So last Tuesday, once Mr. Warren's role was being challenged by my agency and Triple P, Mr. Williams was interviewed on tape, and I would like to play you that tape now that happened at Triple P here in Georgetown.
So we are taking him into custody.
Excuse me?
Yeah, we're taking him into custody because of the complaints and the information that we've received between yesterday and today. He will go to bond court.
What complaints have you received that he was in violation of his?
He's had contact with minors. He's not allowed to have contact with minors.
Okay, define contact with minors.
Going in classrooms, like he can't be in the same room with minors.
Okay, if he ever was, he always left. I mean, he was not going into classrooms with minors.
You see the astonishment on Don Williams' face, the curiosity on Don Williams' face? Warren Perry's not around children. Warren Perry's not around children at Pawleys Island Christian Academy. How could anyone ever say that? These photos right here, along with numerous others, clearly show Mr. Perry in close proximity to the children. And who do you think allowed that? This recklessness as exhibited in the video and lack of responsibility in the church's role to ensure a convicted sex offender is not allowed around minor children allowed for investigators to discover an abundance of evidence through sworn statements and search warrants. To conclude the following, that Don Williams, Jenny Williams, Nikki Howard, and Warren Perry all colluded to knowingly and willfully placing our children in harm's way.